But we honestly have the best viewers in cricket. I think people love the game. And the thing that I love so much is so many people have gotten into cricket because of what we do here at ECN.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's been the story, hasn't it, with the European Cricket Network. I think where we started back in ECL 19. And people started following us then and stuck with it. I mean, we know that from the people on the viewers chat. They've been with us all the way through this. It's been a magnificent journey. And what I like best about it is every time we go to a different place, we're meeting some of those people. We're meeting new people, old people, new teams, old teams. It's all about growing the game, and hasn't the game grown big in Europe at the moment? It's
no
growing
doubt
all
about
the
it.
time.
You know, it's a community. It's growing all the time. This is where we're at on finals day. Today, it is championship week, and it's the very final day of this tournament. We know that Spain will have to do it the hard way. They will take on the winner of this match you're watching right now, the England-Scotland clash, and the winner of that match qualified to will meet the Dutch in the final. The Dutch, well, they're cruising at the moment. They're probably sitting by the pool, probably maybe a mocktail in hand or something like that. They will be back later on to contest the final under lights here at the Cardimer Oval. Okay, change of bowling now, and it's going to be Ali Evans who's going to come back. He went for 14 in the second over of the innings, but did start with 2 sixes. He came back well to only concede 2 of his last 4 deliveries. He'll be bowling to Rishton. Rishton, for me, with the bat, he's been a real breakout this year. He knows exactly what to do. Until now, and he charges and basically yorks himself, plays across this first ball of the over from Evans. So, well, talk a guy up. I've been doing this long enough to know that's normally the result. The off stump is rattled, and England lose the second, 78 for 2.
Yeah, Evans, look, top draw from him. When he was pumped for those 2 big sixes, he then decides, okay, I'm going to come around the wicket. And he's one bowler who's able to execute it a lot or not. He changes the angle, gets a yorker in, and once again, well, we see it all the time. You have drinks, and the very next ball after drinks is a wicket. But that is a lovely delivery, top draw from him. And then knocks the stumps over, chucks the foot to style, and that is the end of Rishton. Rishton, though, well, he didn't hang around. He played some really nice shots. He got to 18 of just 7 deliveries.
Yeah, and he hit that pure straight 6 as well. I don't think you can hit a cricket ball much better than that. But yeah, just plays across this one slightly. And I think he yorks himself because he goes walkabout. It's a premeditated charge. Again, little decisions. I think he regrets that one, but still didn't waste any time, did he? When that 18 off 7. New batter comes out there. Dan Lincoln, pretty good guy to have come in at number 4.
Yeah, Dan Lincoln. He and Howson Ward, who he comes out there to meet in the middle. We've seen them put some good partnerships together. Both are very aggressive and dangerous batters. This is going to be interesting, the battle of the 2 captains. Evans will be on a high after taking that wicket.
Yeah, this will be a good battle. And Lincoln gets careful first up, just takes the 1. Yeah, Lincoln has a slightly different strategy this year. He seems to really like going across outside the off stump and trying to hoik everything away to leg. I wonder if he'll continue doing that as a plan A, or maybe just use it a bit more sparingly. But yeah, I think these two, they know each other very, very well. They were the regular openers for England 11 last year. And don't forget, they put on an unbroken 149 to win the final against Belgium in last year's ECC. Hello to Emily, who's watching from the US, and Maiden Waters as well as Sundori and everyone else that's in the comments section. Keep that interactivity going. Evans over the wicket now to Harrison Ward. This should just be a single. Ward, not off the middle. A bit frustrated, but we'll get one.
Yeah, he just sort of hits this one, and as he's running, he throws the bat up in the air and catches it back as he gets to the other end. Yeah, you can see he's a bit frustrated with himself that he wasn't able to get more out of that.
Yeah. Lincoln eyeing off the leg side. I often say the eyes never lie. Let's see if he does the jump here. He stands and he clips in that direction. He finds one of the fielders down there. Looks like Jarvis. That cleans that one up.
Good start this from Evans. Second over. Like you said, a bit expensive in his first. But he's come back well here and getting that wicket off for Rishton. Certainly has slowed things down a little bit here for England. But the man who's out there has got 50 to his name as a award. He wants to get going again.
Full toss, little edge, and it gets away from Garden. So this is going to be 4 runs, not convincing. Really, errors all round. The full bunger in the first place from Ali Evans. You'll see it's just a bit of a deflection, and it bounces away from Garden, who had very little reaction time. So not a convincing one, but that's the kind of luck factor, I think, for Ward. He's had some of it, and he's looking very, very good at the moment on 58.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I'm going to say, this is not what Evans was hoping for from the ball. I think he thinks he's unlucky, but I get a feeling that the keeper would have done well to stop this anyway.
Oh, almost gets through him. We'll take one. Evans can't believe Harrison's jammed down on this one.
Yeah, very good finish to the over. The slower ball almost has him look cleverly disguised, and just gets a little bit of that inside edge. That would have been absolutely plumb if it had not hit the bat.
Yeah, so 6 overs down. It's 86 for 2. Evans bowls out his 2 overs, the first of the Scottish bowlers to do so. Takes 1 for 22. So they've got plenty of options to come as we head into over number 7. I think it'll be Jarvis to bowl. Yeah, Jarvis has been an interesting bowler. I mean, I think he can get it through. He's got decent wheels, but most of the time he seems to be bowling these cutters, and even it makes it fairly obvious the way he holds the ball. He's got his fingers spread, which is a sign it's going to be basically like a fast spinner, is how I would describe it. But even if you know what's coming, you still got to play it. And that's the thing. Ward, it's been a nice test for him, because the ball will be breaking away from him. It will break left to right. Have the way he holds that ball. That is the cutter, and it could be a chance. And out. So it's Evans that takes the catch, and Harrison tries to flat bat this, just doesn't get the contact he was looking for. So a big moment here in the eliminator as Harrison Ward does fall for 59, and it is Jarvis that gets his wicket. It's 86 for 3.
Yeah, nice moment this for Jack Jarvis, and he certainly is a tryer. He works hard for his team. He gives 110% with bat and with ball. And he did go magical, remember. His last over he went for 22, started with a dot, and then it all went downhill. And the man that was causing him the misery is the man that he gets out. So big moment there. Evans, no mistake from the captain from Scotland. And that is that. So a good knock, you got to say, from Harrison Ward. He gets to his half century. But once he got there, he just slowed down a little bit. Maybe that break of that partnership when Rishton went was played a part in it. They were both looking pretty fluent. But sometimes that can happen, you know, when you're batting with somebody and things are going well, you lose that partner, the momentum goes, he lost his momentum. And then that was a difficult shot to execute as well. He was trying to hit it off the back foot, trying to get the power and trying to get the elevation over Evans. Doesn't quite get it right. Evans gets a breakthrough. Scotland now, they're back in this, and they'll be hoping to really damage limitation here, trying to keep this score to, maybe if they can, they bowl really well here, keep it to about 120. But at the moment, though, England's still looking to go beyond 130.
Yeah, and here's Bevan, and Bevan is a proper finisher. Gets cut a first up. It's just cut away by 1. Tom Bevan and Dan Lincoln both played a very good level of cricket. Bevan having a bit of a breakout, 12 months. And so, yeah, Scotland definitely have their hands full at the moment. It's basically 140 pace. They're on high 130s. And they could even get more than that if these two get in. But get them out. Maybe you can restrict them to something more like the 120. Steps across, gets a full toss. Adios, Pelota. That one's out of here. So just an error in length from Jarvis, and Lincoln was quick to bounce. Maximo time.
Well, this is power, isn't it? This is all about power, strong arms. Well, there's the flag being way behind the trophy. Well, will it be there later as well? Well, which flag will be around that trophy? Well, we'll have to wait and see. England, they're making a good start here against Scotland. The winner of this match gets a chance to get into the final, but Spain await the winner. The loser, that's it. They get eliminated.
Edges this onto his foot, and they'll scramble through for a single. Hey, there's another World Cup going on at the moment. The Indoor Cricket World Cup at the moment is going on in Melbourne in Australia. It's a bit of a precursor to the T10 World Cup, which I think starts on the weekend. So, yeah, I want to say a quick hello to everyone that's messaged me from the Indoor World Cup. I know that my ex-teammate, Cameron Todd, who I played with at Western Australia, he's playing for the Australia Under-22s. There's also the full men's and women's teams involved. So, hello to all you guys. I hope you're enjoying the action. As this is hit down the ground, Evans should clean up. It's just one. But I know that they're watching, and they're not the only ones. We have viewers from all around the world, Rico.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely brilliant to see a lot of the messages that are coming through, a lot of messages that we're getting on the likes of Instagram as well and Facebook. So look, thank you guys. We really appreciate all the support. Really appreciate all your support for this European Cricket Network Dream 11 Championship as well. It's been amazing. And you guys are telling us how much you've been enjoying it. And, we've loved being here, bringing it to you as well.
Yes, just another cutter, which is hit for one by Lincoln, who retained the strike. And after 7 overs, it is 96 for 3. Another quick shout out. Got a message here on our social media. And Con has asked if we can give a shout out to a couple of his Italian mates, John Villela and Maura Cristofoli. They were both gutted that the Italians were eliminated yesterday. Well, don't worry, Italy, they'll be here. I saw Boljit Singh, their captain, at breakfast, and he said, we're upset to be out, but just disappointed that they couldn't make it through. Looking at Italy, that's how they got through here. It was Italy, Germany, Romania, Norway, and Switzerland. And it was Italy that got out of that group to qualify for this finals week, but they were eliminated in 5th place. Right now, it is time for the 8th over with Hogarth. He went magical in his first over, gets another crack. Let's see how Lincoln deals with him. Hits him straight. I like that from down Lincoln. Hits that pretty well. In fact, it gets through everyone. That's 4. And that's Ollie Hares down there. And he looked to just have a bit of cramp. And what's he done? He's lost a couple of hats. I thought he might have lost his shoe, but he certainly lost the ball. That's 4 all the way along the deck.
Yeah, I was a bit worried when I saw Ollie Hares get up because he makes the effort to try and stop this, doesn't. And, a little bit of a pitter-patter on the steps.
Well, that was a genuine Sydney Harbour Bridge, as we used to call it.
Holding his hammy as he's getting up there. So maybe he's nursing a bit of an injury.
Hogarth.
But then that's not the place to be if you are, is it?
Takes it on and wins. Maximo. Well, Dan Lincoln, he's gone back to basics and it seems to be working for him. Just plays straight through the line. He gets 4. Now he gets 6.
Yeah, I remember I was talking about this to you yesterday. I just thought maybe he's going to keep doing that dart across outside the off and play those shots and keep doing it and persist with it. And teams start to think, well, okay, this is what he does. Let's set a few to it. And then he starts playing differently. And that's what he's done here so far. He's played correct. He played straight.
And goes this way again, and he's going to get 6 more. Maximo. Well, look, if I was bowling to Lincoln, I'd want him to put in his dancing shoes and start tap dancing all around the crease because I know how good he can be when he just stands and delivers and he plays cricket shots. That is another good straight blow, and he gets maximum reward. Yeah,
really good shot. You see there that he's been moved from that point now. It looks like that McBride has gone into that area. It's a bit more agile, a bit fitter, but you can't get to these. This is really, I mean, this is as straight as you can hit him. Really good. It's like a laser right down the middle of the ground.
Quicker one, and it sits up. It's hit again. That's 3 on the spin. Maximo. Well, that one almost hits the trophy, Rico. But that's another 6 to Lincoln. He's 32 off just 9, and the English flags are flying in the fan zone.
Well, we knew it. We expected it. It was only a matter of time with the likes of Harrison Ward and Dan Lincoln came good. They started to show signs of it yesterday when they had a good day. And, they're back to their best here. This is out on the off. Bit of work to be done here by the fielder. Should cut it off. And does, but not before the batters come back and take 2. So Lincoln, he's looking the business here now, isn't he?
They have moved Hares round into the circle, but then he has to do more chasing here. They moved Adrian Neal to long off. So obviously maybe just protecting a minor injury that Hares is carrying. Last ball of the over. That's gone 45 in this one. This time he does get the dancing shoes on. Bit of a misstep, but he will get a leg by, which means that Lincoln retains the strike as we head into the final 2 overs. England already past the 120 mark. It's 121 for 3.
Yeah, 121 for 3, and Hogarth, it's not been his best day with the ball. He's gone magical on both occasions, on both these overs. He finishes on 45. Dan Lincoln, yeah, I mean, I think if he just continued to do what he did earlier in that over and hit straight, that probably would have been another one that was out of here, but he does try this time to go on, hit down on the 45, but misses out on it, and just a leg by to finish the over. But yeah, loads of runs on the board already, 12 balls to go, and you can see that they're definitely here. But with these 12 balls away, these 2 are going. I mean, Bevan's hardly got started, but Lincoln particularly, maybe the 150 is on here.
150 is on. They're on 151 pace as we speak. Is Neil, though. He's a pretty tough customer to deal with. Let's Your Dan Lincoln, who just whips him away. Maximo. Look both ways before you cross the street, because that one's gone a long way.
Oh, this is a shot and a half, isn't it? I mean, there's not too much wrong with this delivery. We say, right, trying to get it full right up in the block hole. Look, he goes all the way back. And look, it's just almost like a short arm jab, but he gets it aerial. It gets right underneath it. Well, I tell you what, the lady up there with the England flag, she's getting some steps in, isn't she? She's going backwards and forwards every time the ball's being hit for 6, and that's a lot of times at the moment. This one is going to be called a wide. It's a slower delivery, but though he gets it past the bat of Lincoln, it also goes down the leg side, so we'll have to be bowled again.
Yeah, Neil gets a lot of bounce, as you'd expect for a big man.
Back to his mark. Can he get a good one in? He knows he's under attack. Dan Lincoln wants to go big. And he will go big. Big ball, Kinna sona shaka lagya. Kinna badda shaka. Well, jabardasti batting here from Dan Lincoln, the captain of England. He's making it look easy, and he's eyeing up a half century. And the two men that needed to come good for England with the bat have done today. Wardy, well, he's got a 50. Can Dan Lincoln do the same? Well, he will with this, will he? No, it gets well stopped. It was a Gundy ball. It was a full toss on the leg side. It was a free hit on any side of Taimur Ahmed. It would have been a 4, and it would have been his half century. But he ends up hitting it straight to him. But still has to do well to stop it, does Taimur Ahmed. Good job from the fielder.
Yeah, very good stop. He's been excellent in that position. You have to have really quick reflexes to stop those balls. You don't get a good look at them. Gets in the background. Oh, ball, and Bevan says, watch out, kids, it's coming your way. Well, Maximo time. I think the VIPs have just arrived. Well, they get a very good close-up look first up as England have 140 plus on the board now, and they are running away with this innings.
Well, what a glorious shot. It's 6 runs, but what a moment that is also for all of those spectators. Watch out, watch out. Well, look, you've got to be watching the cricket down here. If you don't watch it, you're going to clonk one on the head. Well, they're the dignitaries that are coming in, the VIPs, but loving the kids there as well, and certainly does look like what we always call it. It's a fiesta of cricket here at the Cardamom Oval. Cardamania taking the world by storm. England, they're rocking and rolling. 141 for 3. 2 balls to come in the over.
150. We'll be looking 160 plus here. Got a bit of bat on this.
It was a
Maybe
sound, and I think I certainly heard the bat hit the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, look, he's round the wicket, so it's going to be pretty tough to get an LBW. Plus, gets a lot of bounce. Where does this bounce? Yeah, probably just bounces outside leg. That's my guess.
I think also you've got to remember, unless it's really full from Adrian Neil, the bounce will come into play as well.
Yeah, that's true. Bevan, happy to play second violin at the moment. Last ball for Neil, even he's gone for 30 now. Lincoln wants to put the exclamation point on the 9th. And he will get a boundary. He'll get 4. Cuatro carreras más. And Lincoln goes to 50 in just 15 balls. Well, back to the future for England 11 because both Harrison Ward and Dan Lincoln score half centuries in this big start to their eliminator, and after 9 overs the score is 146 for 3.
Yeah, well, he doesn't miss out this time, does he? It's a similar delivery that he hit to Taimur Ahmed last time, but this time, well, it's too wide for anything for Taimur to do anything about. It's 4 runs, it's 50 for Dan Lincoln. Bahut achhi batting the captain England there, Dan Lincoln, 50 apni wali, and well, shaba bahut badaiyan to Dan Lincoln. And he said, well, he's saying, I'm not finished yet. Get me on strike. Bevan, though, probably wants to play a few shots of his own. Going into the last here now, 146 on the board.
So, Curry coming back. See if the Curry's still hot. Went for 11 in the first over, including a leg bite. He's bowling Tom Bevan. We'll get one at the moment. That's fine. I mean, not often Bevan takes a back seat, but I think Lincoln is motoring. That 50 comes off 15 balls, 6 Maximos and 2 4s in there. Striking at 3.40. That's 3.4 runs a ball. And I think there's been a conscious effort from Dan just to play more traditional shots and extend. I think it's going to work for him. And it has been working for him. So Curry versus Lincoln. This will be a good contest. And Curry's a guy unlucky not to be at the T20 World Cup. Lincoln seems very settled at the moment. It's a full ball. Just takes the one, handed over to Tom Bevan. 4 to come. England 148.
Yeah, Bradley Curry has bowled so well all the way through in this championship week for Scotland. He's been tidy, he's been good. I mean, he hasn't picked up, and it's probably like quite a few of the top bowlers that we've seen in this week, hasn't picked up that loads of wickets, but it's the way he's been able to keep the runs down. It's the economy that's been good. He's looking to finish this one quite tidily, but already loads of runs on the board for England.
Got a feeling that 150 is closer than you think. Well, maybe not. It's on. Neil can't see it, but he'll catch it anyway. You can see he put the hands up. He probably would have gone over a lot of people, but he had the shades on. So he dealt with it, and Bevan couldn't quite hit his straps, but still he's part of a very productive partnership with his captain. He'll go for 9, and England 11 are 148 for 4.
Yeah, well, it pays to be tall in those positions. And whereas a lot of people would have had to run backwards and probably still would have gone over their heads. Well, that man, Adrian Neil, just takes a few steps back. But once again, the thing to contend with is the sun. You need to have the cap, you need to have the shades, and, well, in his case, you need to have the height as well, and he has all of those, and he gets the wicket of Bevan. And the key thing there is not just the wicket, it's a dot. It means a new batter will come on strike, and that's good news, because that means that the powerful and hungry Dan Lincoln has to stay at the non-strikers end.
Yeah, well, that's an important rule. Pearce, lower order hitter. Probably better than a lower order hitter, really. Comes in at number 6. His leg spin, I'm sure, will have a part to play in the second half of this game. Curry with the wicket. And Pearce will get the one here. So he does his job. And I think now, yeah, with Lincoln here, I reckon I'm not taking a 1. I think he's hitting him so well. You've got Pearce coming to the crease. Okay, yes, he's capable, but I think I'm just trying to hit boundaries. Or if I hit it into a gap, then I'm coming back trying to get 2, so Lincoln gets the strike back. Let's see what he does here. 149 is a famous score for England 11. It's the target they chased down against Belgium last year to win the inaugural European Cricket Championship. Dan gets a curtain call. And he's going to get 4. He opens the face. This is semi-deliberate, I think. He wanted a bit more bat on it, but he gets enough, and he gets 4. Moves to 56, and that brings up the 100.